Linus Pauling was a great man. He was a renowned scientist, and for good reason. The man was a genius. He was a little bit obsessed with living forever and curing diseases. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. His weapon of choice were vitamin supplements, specifically vitamin D with him. Linus Pauling was one of the greatest scientists of his time, working with the most renowned scientists of their fields. But Linus Pauling was very, very popular. He was the celebrity. He was the Brian Cox of his time. You know, he was the front man of science. And that had its downsides. Now, as soon as Linus Pauling was obsessed with the idea of vitamins curing ailments and all that, the public loved this. They jumped on the bandwagon immediately. They bought vitamins in their truckloads. It's worth noting that Linus Pauling later died. 2 years before I was born, in fact. He was a great man and should be respected for his scientific accomplishments. He won the Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. The man was a genius, and that shouldn't be ever forgotten. BuzzFeed yesterday released an article saying that if you live in the UK, you're probably going to need a vitamin D supplement. They claim that a person in the UK would require around about 10 milligrams of vitamin D. Okay, I'll check the sources. They did actually cite this. I was very, very shocked. But they did cite it, and they left the NHS as a source. The problem is this is the only source they left, and their source disagreed with them, vastly. The source said that a person would require around about 8.5 to 10 micrograms. BuzzFeed were out by a factor of 1,000. Now, to give you a perspective, to get yourself enough vitamin D for the day, you would require a walk outside in average sunlight for 15 minutes. Go play Pokemon Go and you've got your vitamin D for the day. Now, make sure you're wearing sunblock and a hat and all of the protection that you feel, necessary. You will get your vitamin D that way. Now, if you're still worried, go see your doctor. If you feel you're not getting enough vitamin D, go see your doctor. Your doctor will set you straight, and if he deems that you're not getting enough vitamin D, which some people do suffer with vitamin D deficiency, that's, it's not a thing that's unheard of, he will prescribe you to get vitamin D supplements. But don't take BuzzFeed's word for it. The problem is, the people who are reading this, who are from the UK, who don't know any better, will immediately do the same thing as the people did when Linus Pauling did the same thing. Now, I apologise to Linus Pauling's family for associating him with BuzzFeed, and I truly do apologise for that. That is me being sincere. They have the same sort of impact, if not for a wider audience. The problem is, I did a little bit of research. A quick Google search, in fact. I didn't even do research, I just Googled it. And the first thing that came up after I typed in vitamin D supplements was the shopping bar that you get with most things if you want to buy something through Google. Like if you want to shop through Google. And two came out in particular that was very interesting. A bottle of vitamin D supplements for around about, tablet form, but in a bottle. You'll have seen them. For £1.79. Okay, that's not a horrendous price, you're thinking. Okay, so let's stick on that same store. The same bottle, well, not the same bottle, but the same product, pretty much, with a brand and everything, cost £11.99. This is an unnecessary expense for people. All comes down to this. BuzzFeed does no research pretty much at all. It seems to me that they saw a headline from the newspaper, which most people do, that's fine, did the tiniest little Google search. BuzzFeed got the factor wrong. I mean, sure, fair enough, the BuzzFeed might not use Unicode and thus might not have access to the micrograms symbol. Can't imagine why the hell it wouldn't use Unicode, or they might not know the hotkey for it. That's fine. But the NHS has a solution for that, because not everyone knows that the symbol for micrograms. So they put MC for micro. That's fine, yeah? And they then put in brackets saying what that is. BuzzFeed needs to stop using clickbaity articles, Start actually looking into research. I mean, seriously, does scientific journals not come under expenses for them? Is that not a thing that is under expenses? I mean, sure, some of them are rather expensive, but if you're truly caring about giving the news, maybe you might want to look into that. But of course, they're not interested in looking into the news. They're interested in advertisement. They're interested in making money. You may dismiss it off as it's just BuzzFeed. Millions of people every day read BuzzFeed articles. And that's an issue, because that needs to stop. BuzzFeed needs to sort their act out and fix this. It's worth noting as well that the lead editor, after I called her out on all this crap, blocked me on Twitter. And now I can't access the original tweet because she's blocked me. So I can't even put that transcript in this. So there's that. Well done, Kelly. Thanks.